Dear viewers, welcome to another episode of Family Focus. And today I have with me a very special guest who is also a very good friend of ours. He's an entrepreneur. His name is Shah Kalam. And he will be here today talking to us about how he grew up in East London, the challenges he faced, the barriers that were put in front of him before he could succeed. We will look at things that he faced and what he thinks the future generation are going to be going through. He'll also have some advice on how people can succeed, obviously based on his opinion and based on his experience. And today's show is more of a discussion, and I think it's going to be very relatable to a lot of people that are watching today. So I'm going to go straight over to him because we've got loads to talk about. But as you know, Family Focus is based on stories such as, financial difficulties, divorce, marriages, alcohol, drugs, all those kind of things we cover in every, episode. But today's episode is a discussion and it's a homely one. So please do join us when the number comes up on the screen and give us a call if you've got any questions for him, or even if you want to share your stories. So I'm going to go over to Kalam Bhai over here. Bhai, how you doing?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I'm doing very well, thank you.
And how's things for you? What have you done with your business today? You're here. Well, we never find you.
That's a good question. Well, no, it's a simple thing. Basically, I have a system in place. So that came into act. So that can give me a few time doing my stuff, what I like, just engaging with yourself.
Yeah.
But alhamdulillah, my staff can handle it easy.
That's amazing. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Right. My name is Shah Kalam. People know me as Sweet Shah as well because of my business, which is I'm into desserts. My shop is in Stepney Green, Sweet Cafe. That is my hobby. Now is my hobby.
So your business is your hobby?
I am.
That's amazing. So obviously when your business or the job you do is your hobby, it doesn't feel like work.
Well, I had to give up a lot of stuff, which was my hobby, like my football. I love traveling. So I had to put those aside and concentrate on the business, which started from basically scratch.
Oh, wow.
In a sense. So that took a lot of time to make sure it is the right direction it's going, and that took away a lot of time with myself as well. At the same time, getting the team together was the hardest thing, and right people was the hardest thing for that business. And alhamdulillah, now I'm seeing the success, that hard work that I put in and how it's going. Inshallah, may it continue.
Obviously, people say Rome wasn't built overnight. So this is a bit like you building up to succeed with your businesses. What was your biggest challenge? Now, you've listed a few things where you had to give up the things that you like doing. But what other challenges did you face other than that?
Well, the main challenge was getting the team together, finding the right people for the business, and also having that experience background helped me a lot. Where I'm from the food industry, where I worked with McDonald's for around 25 years as a crew member, then going into management role. That really helped me as well. So starting from the bottom or working my way up, that showed me how to find that foundation and made my job easier.
So you use the experience from that to build on yours.
Exactly.
So is that something that you were sort of doing like when you were really young? Or did you have other jobs that you were doing?
I mean, I had so many jobs when I was young. When you're growing up, I am the oldest in my family, and you have responsibilities, and everybody looks at that responsibilities, and I had to take that into a bigger challenge for myself. So I was a security guard.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so I was a doorman in a nightclub as a security guard. And also I used to work I had my own business, takeaway, which was in Battersea. That was, I had my takeaway when I was the age of, I would say, 20.
Oh wow, that's really young.
Yeah, it's really young. So I was thrown in the deep end, but that was because of me. I always like to be challenging to myself.
So when you were growing up, did your parents not put the pressure on you that, oh, I need you to become a doctor, I need you to become a lawyer, you know, what are these jobs that you're doing, why aren't you doing these things, or was it different for you then?
It was different growing up because my mom was a single mother, and she was looking after 4 kids, and I was the oldest.
Okay.
And that responsibility, I can see, it was sort of like not waved at me, but I was sort of like
took it on
myself.
So
I had
being the eldest,
yeah,
you felt
of
like you
course.
had the responsibility.
Of course, 100%.
So for you, I suppose at the time it was more about helping your mum or your family financially. So you kind of sacrificed those things of like maybe the possibility of going to university and becoming a doctor, a lawyer, all those kind of things because you had to survive.
100%. I mean, it's not just us. I mean, I grew up with generations of people that were in a similar situation where we were, in a sense, where money driven, I'll say. You know, at the end of the day, we had to succeed to go further. And same time, not just working with family, like people had restaurants. You know, I used to work weekends in my brother's restaurant just to, you know, when I was 15, 16-year-old, just to get that little experience. And that taught me a little bit about money, you know, how valuable the money is at that time. And same time, my friends were doing the same. You know, they were going to restaurants, takeaways every weekend, helping their family, getting that extra experience. And the challenges which was ahead of us was, can we do the same? And that's what I took on board. And alhamdulillah, you know, it's been successful. And it was.
Do you think we could put the same situation on a youngster now? Could they do it?
Oh, that's a challenging question for anyone. I think.
Oh, you got children?
Yes, I have.
Could you see any of your children being in that same position and being driven to do it?
What I've seen, I'm just looking at my own children and also the experience, you know, working for McDonald's, how they've changed because society's changed.
Yep.
And that's, McDonald's caters for so many people, so many different people. And the changes that I saw on McDonald's is so amazing how they had to go along with the people, but guess what? They were teaching the people at the same time.
Same time.
So just like, you know, when we were in the 90s, people used to come to the till and order the food. And moving into 2000, the mobile phone was everywhere. Everybody had a mobile phone.
So because of the digital,
exactly.
you know, things coming in place, life became a bit easier.
Exactly.
So the workforce would have naturally then be kind of smaller then, isn't it? Because
that was forced into us. Because people are changing. People are, I'll say people are becoming more lazy. And not only just lazy, it's more behavior as well.
Yeah.
Behavior plays a very key part on how they go on the day-to-day basis. But the challenges that was happening in McDonald's, we had to change as well as managers.
You
as
learn
members,
as you go along as well.
It was
right.
difficult.
Yeah.
It was so difficult.
Yeah. It
to
was a
understand.
big change, wasn't it?
It was a big change. Yeah. And then you had the kiosk put in, you know, and then you had end of the day, slowly you see the difference on how easy people are taught to do that and how comfortable it becomes. And it's everyday life now.
We'll come back to that. Dear viewers, please stay with us. We're going on a very short break and we will be back very shortly. Thank you. Dear viewers, welcome back to Family Focus as we continue the second segment of our show. Today I have with us a very special guest. His name is Shah Kalam. He's an entrepreneur and he's got loads of successful businesses. He's built himself up from a very young age. So if you were watching before, you know he's coming about with his story. He's going to be giving us some advice and telling us how he's succeeded, and maybe one of you can take something away from it and hopefully it helps you. So we're going to go back into our discussions and continue. So Kalam bhai, when you were growing up in East London, you're a proper East Londoner.
Definitely.
What kind of barriers do you think you faced at the time? And what I'm trying to get at is, was there racism? And how did that play into your life?
Okay, to answer your question, I think racism still there is now. But when I was growing up, I went to Langdon Park School.
Okay.
That was an eye opener. Proper opened my eyes, because I remember clearly when I first joined, there was around 5 Bengalis.
In the whole school?
In my class.
Oh, in your class.
In my class.
Okay. 5
Bengalis.
Oh, wow.
And 2 girls, 3 boys. So you can imagine we're sitting down and we're sitting together. The 2 girls
they had to join forces with you. Yeah.
And then the boys will join forces as well. And I mean, the first time I came across racism was when I was basically called, the name that we used to get called, the P word. So that really angered me in a way. So that made me more insecure, I'll say.
Okay.
Because we couldn't do anything about it, number one. That we were outnumbered. And same time, every time we try to report it, it's going to be just pushed away. So the challenge, we had to look after ourselves. The 3 boys that we were in the class, we had to look after ourselves.
You had to look after the girls as well?
Well, girls, of course.
Because obviously.
And it was a challenge for those 5 people. I mean, we were bullied in so many ways. I can name you, we'd be all night. But at the end of the day, what stood out for me was the bullying came into place. And that was a big thing. And then you look up how many times that was reported. If was anything done about it, nothing was. It was pushed aside. It was pushed aside.
Okay.
So that made it more difficult. So you was alone.
So did that make it difficult to study or to succeed in school?
Well,
was it different?
First year of my time in Langdon Park was trying to understand the culture, the English culture.
Okay.
And also try and.
But you grew up in this country.
Of course. I came here when I was age of 10 years old.
Okay.
But when I came to London, it was in 1986.
Okay.
So from 86, I went to London. I was in primary school, then went to Langdon Park School, and that was a big challenge, I would say.
Okay.
There wasn't that much racism in the primary school, but
yeah. As you get older,
you find out. Yeah.
So how did that play into then? Let's say you've come out of high school, whether it was the work life. Did you go to college? I'm not sure.
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Okay. So how was it there in college then? Like, was it still similar?
College, school was hard. I think school, the 5 years that we spent, I spent in Langdon Park was the hardest. But as you grow older and more wiser, you make friends.
Okay. So people come away from that.
Exactly. So end of the day, you made that bond, you made that friendship, and you become a very, very stronger in mind. And same time, the people who are around you, who are bullies and racist, they change as well.
Okay.
Because you're building that friendship, and your circle is growing, and at the same time,
they get past the point that
100%.
you're no longer a brown person
Yes.
or a white person or a
Yes.
black person. You are a person yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
So that eased up a bit. And then when I went to college, I went to Townless College.
There was loads more Bengalis, no?
Well, majority were Bengalis. I'll say about 90% was Bengalis.
So it was totally
It was
different
totally
for you,
different.
going from minority to majority.
Yeah. So that was like, let me hug everyone, you know.
Okay, great. So then going into work then, how was it then in terms of like, did you face racism or?
Okay, I mean, when I started my first job, which was McDonald's, it was 1998. I'm not sure if you're going to remember Billingsgate. Do you know Billingsgate?
Billingsgate Market.
Yeah, Market.
There was a little McDonald's there.
The drive-through.
Yes.
So that was my first job, the age of 18
Oh my
years
God.
old.
It's not there anymore.
It's not there anymore. I miss it now. You have to drive quite a long way to highway to get there. I mean, no, we don't go now, of course, but that was challenging. I mean, going in there, asking for a job was
Right.
very challenging because the manager was white. And I went in there because my mates started going in there as well. I had few friends who from college.
Yeah, because that's quite close by, isn't it, from Townless
Yeah,
College?
so people started going in asking the job. So I went in there one afternoon. I said, "Do you need anyone?" And the guy just gave me a job straight away.
Wow.
So
Okay.
and I remember very clearly it was summertime as well. School's going to be closed, colleges are going to be closed, so it's going to be very, very busy, and they need staff. And that's was in my advantage. Just go in there and ask. But that's the thing. It was working in McDonald's. I mean, and you have your friend cycle as well. Everybody looking at the negative side.
All right.
You know,
Yep.
so that to come away from that and go in there get a job, that was another challenge. You know,
Okay.
your friends will be looking and taking the
Yeah.
you know, the uniform.
You had to go in the uniform,
The-
the nice little caps.
The uniform was, we can do better. You know.
Oh my days. So you stayed there for a long time.
Yeah.
After that, what made you change your mind then? Why is it that you left such a big franchise where you could potentially grow to become someone really big in their franchise? Why did you give that up?
Well, basically, the company's changed.
Right, so with time things were changing.
As the time was changing, the company was changing, and same time, what I enjoyed working through my career in McDonald's, 25 years, that was pushed aside. You know,
Okay.
it made me more not enjoy my work anymore.
Yeah.
So I needed a different challenge.
And so is that when you decided
That's
to
when I
open
decided.
your own businesses?
Yeah. So I mean, it happened after COVID. I mean, everybody
Okay.
knows a lot of businesses went shut down.
Yep.
And at the same time, everybody was in a different kind of mindset, and it made it harder for people to understand what's happened and what they're gonna do. And that, I mean, that time, I was pushed out in a sense because of cuts on the jobs.
And I suppose when you've got so much experience
Yeah.
and stuff, you know, they don't want that anymore because you're set in stone.
Yeah,
You've got your ways.
I mean, not only, I mean, the company moved away from being a company.
Okay.
They started doing the franchising.
All
And when you have
right.
franchising, that's a different kind of ways
It goes
of
under
looking
different
at
management.
Yeah, well, different management. So they basically franchise the business out, and the franchisee will be running the business.
Right.
And the company will be helping them run the business. So it made it more harder for people like myself to stay in the company and grow. You know, there's
There's
not
only
much,
a limit
limit to go.
Yeah. Okay.
So you know, you get that feeling when you know the time's up.
Oh. So in terms of your businesses then, what made you want to go into desserts?
Well, funny enough, it was called Sweet before. It opened in 2014.
Okay.
I used to take my little ones, my siblings, to
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay.
And all my children went there and had dessert, and we enjoyed it. We liked the atmosphere. The dessert was very nice, and it was closer to our home as well. So it was a very nice, warm place to go and have the dessert. So gradually, I mean, I think after COVID, the business struggled to get back to where it was before.
Okay.
And that gave my business partner, who is a very close friend of mine, to approach me and ask me, are you ready for a different challenge?
Okay.
So, you know, coming from a burger into dessert, you know.
Totally different.
Totally different things, isn't it? And
Okay.
so he's the one, I'd say, you know, gave me that opportunity. And because he knows my background, he knows what I can do and how I can take the business into a different kind of level. Same time, if he didn't give me the opportunity, you know, that's a different...
He saw something in you that could work.
I mean, all my friends know that I'm a workaholic when it comes to McDonald's. You know, I gave everything to McDonald's, and you know, I've got nothing bad to say about the company. Looked after me from A to Z, and they're giving me so much luxury. You know, they make me go all over the world that I would never think I would travel.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You know, so I've learnt a lot. I even went to McDonald's university. There is a university.
Oh, there's a university?
Yeah, it's Chicago.
Okay.
I was out there for
Brilliant.
3 weeks. You know, Chicago.
Oh, wow,
learning,
in Chicago.
So that was quite eye-opener.
So I suppose all this does play a part into how you're now running a very successful business, mashallah. Like, you know, it's amazing. Like we've been there plenty and plenty of times. And it's busy in there, people are happy in there, no one's complaining about the food or the service. Obviously, you had to build that up.
100%.
But that's only you. How has that come about in your team then? How have you pushed that into the team? Because everybody's different.
100%, you're right there. That was a challenge. I mean, if I go backwards, the first 6 months were the hardest 6 months. And that basically just choosing the team, trying to find the right people for the business, and also have the energy level from people to give it to customers.
Yeah.
That was the hardest thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I gave myself 6 months. You know, I have to go through every individual. And there's 3 things that I always look at. You know, when you judge someone as an employee, do they smile? Is the most important thing. And second of all, it's how they portray themselves. Third of all, the respect. Those 3 are the keys for me to an employee going forward. And this is where we sometimes take it in, think about it too much.
Yeah.
And if we just keep it simple and basic, it's easy to find that
You can train the person as long as they've got those things that you're looking for.
Yes.
The rest will come.
The rest will come.
So in your businesses, we see lots of like youngsters working for you. How comes you're choosing youngsters over people that are mature or more experienced? What's your thought?
Going back to what I said, the 3 things.
Yeah.
It's easier to teach someone which are young to understand the values of where I'm coming from. And, you know, end of the day, we respect, we're human beings, we have feelings. And if we carry that across to the youngsters, they will understand that as well. I think a lot of culture needs to be introduced. And that's how I grew up, and I'm sure a lot of viewers have grew up with that. And the culture is slowly moving away.
Because a lot of people don't employ young people because 1, they don't have experience. 2, it could be that they're still in university or college and they've got other commitments studying. They can't give you a full-time sort of rota as such. It could be part-time and then it's a bit messy for the business. What are your thoughts behind that? Why do you keep youngsters who are in that same situation?
Well, I mean, I started a program with the school, like Stepney Green, Bow School. We had Central Foundation. We had Mulberry School contact me on work experience.
Oh, nice.
And, you know, the 2 weeks that, I mean, I can't take all of them.
Yeah.
So I have to choose one school.
Yeah.
And during this work experience, some of them shined. You know, and end of the day, you have to give someone the opportunity to understand what's really out there.
Yeah.
And if we just say no, 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 they ain't gonna learn.
No.
And that's why I saw a lot of people just come out. I mean, just talking about my shop, and spending those 2 weeks enjoying their work experience and going back, and they're saying, you know, Shah Sasa, I want a job.
Oh,
You know,
that's brilliant.
you know, that's a nice way of,
Yeah.
you know, introducing themselves to me
Yeah.
in the sense where, okay, when they're ready, they'll be coming back.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. So you're happy to give young people a chance.
Of course.
And
You
as
have
you
to.
grow,
You have
obviously you've got other business ideas and things. Do you think that's something you're going to stick to
100%.
and give the youngsters a chance?
I mean, someone gave me a chance.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So exactly, someone gave me
Yeah.
a chance, so you know, I have to, you know, give it back somehow.
Give it back.
And a good example is my daughter herself. When she left school after exams, her first job was in Sweet.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so you know, and seeing her grow, and she worked there for 2 years. I'm sure you've seen her.
Yeah.
She worked there for 2 years, and how she grew was pleasing for me as well.
Yeah.
She took a lot of pressure. She took a
Yeah.
lot of pressure from me.
Yeah.
And she handled that pressure as well.
Yeah.
And we miss her now, you know, but she's gone to better things, inshallah.
Okay.
But same time, that's just, you know, being me. I mean, being a father, at the same time looking after her as her first job. And say I'll do that to anyone.
Giving them
as
the
well.
experience
Yeah,
and the
experience
knowledge
as
that
well.
they need
100%.
for the future. So if there was a youngster who wanted to follow the, you know, your kind of footsteps, sometimes studying isn't for everybody. It's just not made for everyone. We can't put that pressure on our children.
Yeah.
If they wanted to go down the route of opening their own business and things, what kind of things would you say to them? Like, what is it that they need to do first? Obviously, other than having the capital.
Definitely. I'll use myself as an example.
Yep.
To any youngsters that I see who come to my shop and they talk to me, Uncle, how did you know, become a businessman? You know, a simple thing I say, you need determination, you need courage, you need, same time, you need to be value yourself, and same time you have to work hard. I mean, you're gonna have bad days. It's how you take that bad day and to make it into a good day. And that's the important thing. You know, you see how many different customers that come through in Sweet Cafe, and you have to adapt to that. In Sweet Cafe, you have you know, customers from students to my sassas, my sassies, my aunties, and
There's a variety
of them. So you always have to adapt to that.
Yeah.
So I found it easy if you talk to people, you learn more about it, about yourself, what kind of person you are. You need to find out what kind of person you are, and go after that.
Okay.
And at the same time, you gotta be picking yourself up.
But you said before in our first segment, you were saying that you had to put a lot of time aside. You stopped doing some of the things that you really like doing. A lot of our youngsters can't do that. Like when their friends are going out, they're like, oh my God, I want to go out. Why am I here? You know. So what would you say to them in that situation?
Well, they have to balance. Balance the work life, balance their private life. At the same time, make time. I mean, family is important as well. Family do, you know, my family support me what I do. That's why I enjoy it more. And I think this is where the family play a key part. Helping them, guiding them is going to be the key for them to succeed. And most important thing, I think, you know, and I know, technology is taking over.
Yeah.
And if there's any way we can stop that, just bring back what we know, the basic stuff that we learn as a human being, that will help that individual go forward.
So as a parent then, if a child has come to the parent and said, look, I don't want to go to school anymore, like college or university, I want to start up my own business. As a parent then, how can they help that child?
I mean, number one, they need to set a goal themselves. They need to be prepared if that does come across. What's plan B? We always have plan B, A, which is education. What is plan B? And sometimes that we got to find things for them and show them as well at the same time. I mean,
Because they might be very young and
Of course,
naive. They don't
100%.
know, maybe guiding them through certain things, or even seeing professionals that are out there that can guide you through a business plan. This will work. That won't work.
I think, I mean, if children are ready for work, and you give them that kind of experience, the work experience,
Yeah.
they will understand more, and they will challenge themselves for more as well. I've got, I'll give a good example. I've got a lovely girl who works in my shop. She's 17 years old.
Okay.
And she does part-time for me. And now what she's seen, and her confidence level's gone up.
Ah, okay.
And now she wants to go into hospitality.
Right.
And she's going to college. She went to college September and studying hospitality and catering. So that in itself, because she experienced it,
She knows that's what
liked
she wants
it,
to do.
This is what she wants to go into.
Yeah.
So because if you don't, I think people are more scared of doing it than thinking about it. And as parents, we should be more supporting them.
Yeah, and encourage
Of
them.
course,
that,
encourage them more.
sometimes it's not the way for a certain child. 3 out of 4 children might go to university,
Yeah.
one might not. Doesn't mean they're a bad apple.
They're not,
It just means it's not for them. But how can we support them in becoming successful?
That's the key. Supporting them and also making them aware what is really out there.
To
And let
maybe
them
like put
practice
them
it.
on
Yeah,
work
of course, yeah,
experience,
let
or
them practice.
join forces with your friends and go and work in this place.
I mean, when I was a manager in McDonald's, I had youngsters age of 16 years old just
So
left
sorry,
school.
I'm going to have to go on break,
Go on.
but we will come back to
That's
this.
fine, that's
Dear
fine.
viewers, please stay with us. We're going on a very short break, and we will be back and we will continue our discussions with Shah Kalambai here, and see you soon. Dear viewers, welcome back to Family Focus, where today's discussion is on growing up around East London and becoming successful. We've got with us today Shah Kalambai here, who's an entrepreneur, and he's built himself some businesses, and he's succeeded through something some of you can relate to, which was quite a difficult time when we were growing up in East London, you know, where you didn't really have the guidance, there was language barriers, there was a lot of racism. So he's pushed through all of that and he's built himself up, and today he's come with his, you know, life experiences. He's going to, you know, have a discussion with us and tell us how some of our youngsters can be supported and what he does to support them. So Kalambai, we were talking about some of our youngsters and how you give them a chance. Mm-hmm. And you were in conversation with me about all of that. And we were talking about parents. How can parents support the children? So we kind of touched a little bit on that. So if now somebody watching this show was like, okay, I want to do what he's doing, where do they need to start?
Oh.
Am I taking you back?
Well, I think when I grew up, it was more easier.
Well, it was easier.
It was easier because our parents were our guardian. Yeah. They were in our face. Mm-hmm. You know, you'll know when you've done something wrong. Mm-hmm. You know, end of the day, they will push us to a limit.
And you didn't have the influence from outside, really, no. Because these days our biggest influence for children is the internet.
100%.
Social media.
Yeah.
You know, friends and their circle. I mean, they know things that me as a child, I wouldn't know till I was 18, 20 years old. My 8-9-year-old will tell me these things. I'm like, what? So how do you know that? So we never had that. Our guidance, our Google was our parents.
Well, Google is big now, isn't it? I had to learn how to use that as well. So, I mean, I think nowadays children are more glued onto social media and finding answers in social media. Mm-hmm. I think we parents have been pushed aside.
They will believe what's on social media, but not you.
Yes, 100%. They'll question you, what you say and how you say it, because someone else already informed them. Yeah. And I think that's the difficult part as a parent, trying to understand where they're coming from and where they get the information from. And I think I started with Facebook, and then moved on to Instagram, then Instagram, then WhatsApp. So I was quite late, where now kids have gone different way. Yeah, yeah. And I'm sure you grew up like that as well. Yeah. And I think there's so many platforms out there that I don't know, you don't know, but they know. There
is, but even for me, for someone who I think I'm tech savvy, but I'm in between there's two generations. I feel like I'm in between. So one is where there was no technology and you went to the library to find information from books. You went to lectures, you went to classes to learn your information. And then while I'm in that, you know, kind of era, then came about technology, where suddenly you can go on the internet and ask a question and all that information is coming. Somebody from the other side of the world can see your post in the UK, like on social media. You know, we used to joke that, one day, imagine you could see each other on the telephone. We can now.
We can now.
So it's so confusing for someone like me who's seen the side where nothing existed like that, and then now where it's booming. You know, kids are playing on games and they're talking to the game. You know, through the game, they're talking to their friends. We never were able to do that. You either went to the park together and you talked to each other, you played together, or that was it.
I think also, well, how we grew up, in my time, I think community played a big part. Like we had a community centre. Yep. So
we had youth clubs.
Youth clubs. Yeah. I think these not being around, it doesn't help as a parent. Yeah. I mean, my mum used to send me to the youth club for a couple of hours, and she knows I'll be safe. Yeah. And there's somewhere, when you go to the youth club, there's support, there's help, there's so many informations that can be given. At the same time, you can act on those information And I used to look forward to summer trips.
Oh, yeah.
You know, those summer trips we used to look forward to, because it was there and it was available. And nowadays, do we have that for our children? No, we don't.
No.
And that's a huge thing. I think the community need to work together and bring back and try to engage our children togetherness. And I know technology is going to carry on where it's going on.
Advance
but
itself.
how do we bring back certain things that's going to be teaching our youngsters just about a simple life?
Yeah.
It's not just about
some
technology.
of them don't even have the basic ability to hold a conversation because they're stuck on their devices. You know, if they see a flying pig, they'll be like, sorry, where did it go? There was a flying pig? They wouldn't see it because they are stuck. 100%. They are glued. We didn't have that. We had to talk to our families. We all sat around the table to eat. We all had to eat at the same time. When relatives came to the house, we had to sit there and talk to them. Now our kids just go to their rooms like, sorry, I don't know who they are, we're gone. Well,
that's the thing. I mean, even at dinner time, lunchtime, how often do we sit in the table together?
No, we don't.
We don't.
We don't.
It's just pulled away.
Yeah.
The basic stuff that we used to do, we don't even bring it at home. And because of technology, I mean, how many kids text from downstairs, bring the food downstairs, mum, please.
Yeah.
You know, so it's already played a big part on the household, and to change that, it's going to be very difficult.
Very difficult.
Very, very difficult. But my question to you will be, what age do we give our children phones?
I've had this dispute for years and years with people, because with my little one, I haven't given him a phone. Yeah, he's got a device, as do all other children, but I haven't, because I feel like I didn't have a device or a phone till I was 16, 17. And I know how that helped me, how that guided me. I didn't get a random phone call at, stupid o'clock saying, oh, can you come out now? Because that's tempting me to go out. Whereas when that's cut off, it's cut off. You see your friends the next day, you have your conversations, you leave that there, you go home. Now, you get all sorts of things going on phones. People are bullying children. There's so many children who have tried to, commit suicide. Yeah. Because there's these stupid games happening. Why would I want my child to be exposed to that? But then I'm fighting the society. Yeah. Because all my children's friends, they have phones and they feel left out. Oh, everybody's got a phone. Why don't I have a phone? Well, my mom's so strict. You're fighting. You're constantly. I think as a parent, and after becoming a parent, I feel like it's a constant battle. They say, oh, as they get older, it becomes easier. I feel like, no, as they get older,
it becomes very, very hard.
There's different things happening. There's different layers of parenting. And that's what I'm facing now. Nobody gives you a guidebook when you have a child. Here you go, here's the book. This will help you. No, every child is different. Every parent is different. Every household is different. So,
I think, I really want to see some of the tradition stuff come back into, like, giving it influence into our kids, and certain things that we can do, we don't do anymore. I mean, I'm sure you remember, and I remember very well, that the 1 hour of Bengali lessons that my mum used to send me, whatever,
Bangla and Arabic, we had to go.
Bangla Arabic reading. Yeah. That's the reason why we still say those words, because we learnt it.
But now it's all online.
It's all online.
It's all online.
But online is different to how
face-to-face learning, of course.
And it was more, I think it was more exciting as well.
It was exciting. And when we went to sort of Bangla school or Arabic school, oh my God, there were such naughty children. And, back then it was okay to have a stick and go, hey, why aren't you reading? Why aren't you learning?
We're not allowed to do that.
You're not allowed to do that. But it's obviously, I'm not saying it's okay to beat up children, but I'm saying that's what we grew up with. But it taught us respect.
100%.
It taught us boundaries. When my dad would come to pick us up, the teacher would be straight to my dad. Oh, they did this, they did that. Oh, Gorazailo. We don't have that anymore. We can't even say that to our children anymore. You get in trouble for that. Whether you do anything or not, you say, oh, wait till you get home. That's it, you're done. They will be all over you. But, we've, as parents, have been restricted. by certain government laws, I know things have to be in place
Yeah.
because people do abuse their children. I totally get that. But just silly things like just say, a child will go into school and under false allegations say, oh, my mom hit me, my dad hit me, they shouted at me, they're mentally torturing me. Because they know what mental and physical is. They know the difference. And there's a big investigation, and then it becomes, oh, the child was lying and this and that. When we were growing up, none of that was around.
No, it didn't.
None of that existed.
Nothing existed.
But it made us stronger people.
Well, we had to wake up,
You had to fight for yourself.
Fight for everything,
Yeah.
end of the day. I mean, teachers will guide you,
Yeah.
until your parents collect you. But what happens at home stays at home.
But even teachers are
Yeah.
restricted now, because if a child goes home and complains, oh, my teacher said this, or my teacher's bullying me, that parent is straight on the emails, oh, this is the complaint I got, then that teacher is under investigation. And this. So teachers are now scared to even teach properly, because whatever I say now is going to become a problem. So we're being restricted.
Yeah, the information is right in your face
In your
nowadays.
face, yeah.
And it's so easy access to get a hold of. And same time, I mean, I can't remember, when I was growing up, going to secondary school, and when I got bullied,
That was it. You dealt with it, and that was it.
That was it.
That was it. There was no other thing.
You can tell a teacher,
Yeah,
but how many times are you going to go and tell the same teacher if nothing's been done?
being done.
Where now it's more programmed into children, and same time I think having a phone is more access. I think having a phone is more, in a way, certainly makes you more intelligent. I don't know if you agree with me.
I think so.
Yeah?
The information is out there.
Information's out there, and you can get it straight away
Yeah.
instead of going
Yeah.
through the black and whites we used to do, yellow pages. Do you remember
I used
that?
to use to stand on it to open the front door.
Or as holding the door back.
No, so I used to stand on it to get higher so I could unlock the
You
door.
did?
I was only small.
How many did you use?
2.
Okay, that's
And
not
we
bad.
used to have the blue one. Is it Thompson's? BT
Yeah,
Thompson's
Thompson
or something.
directly, yes.
So we used to stand on it to open the front
Yeah.
door.
Well, they came in use then.
They did come in use, yeah. But then I got taller, so they were useless.
Okay.
But so if we're talking about, there's other services that you run before.
Yeah.
So things like you did briefly have a matrimonial service. And obviously we know now it's such a big thing for this generation. I'm not just going to call it youngsters. Getting married is such a big thing. Getting married to the right person is a big thing. What was your experience around running that service? What kind of people were coming to that service?
Do you know what gave me the idea?
Okay. Ooh.
Basically, we used to, on a Saturday and a Sunday, mainly on a Sunday, my staff used to tell me, Shah, we have a group of people taking over 2 tables.
Okay.
Okay, so, but my staff didn't understand what's going on.
What's going on. Okay.
So, and they used to come in randomly and just take the table. They'll be sat down, but they'll be telling the staff, I want table number 1 and number 2.
Okay.
So they didn't understand what's going on. So, and when they told me that, and I watched it with my own eyes, how things was building up. So I couldn't sort of interrupt them, because I just let it go for a couple of weeks, even a couple of months, just watching what's happening. Then I said to myself, they're using my shop as a venue. Yeah, as a venue for themselves.
Okay.
Because they like the environment.
Yeah.
And what nice about my shop is, we have a nice, it's like a mini garden area.
Okay.
I'm sure you see.
Yeah.
So you're separated from the main entrance to, when you look
It's a
through
bit more private.
It's more private.
Yeah.
And same time, when you look through the straight glass door, you can't see that part.
Yeah.
So it's quite enclosed.
Yeah.
So I watched and watched, and I said to myself, there's got to be better ways than this, because I saw so many people. It's like they're doing a job interview. It's like the father will come to me or my staff and say to them, "Can we take table number 2?"
Yeah.
And then the lady and the man will move over across. It's like a job interview. You can,
okay.
And my staff didn't understand what's going on. They used to say to me, "Are they having a job interview?" You know,
with the whole family there.
All the family there. So this must be a very big job. So I explained to them, and they understood what's happening. So we got used to it. Then the summer came. Then people started using more and more.
Okay. So it just came about.
This is the first year. You know, first year of my opening my business, and people started coming and going. We don't take any reservations or anything like that. And because you've seen my shop, it's openly wide, and you get sat down, then you get given a menu, and then we bring your order. And they were treated the same way as customers. But what fascinated me was how between I marked it around 2 to 4 o'clock. Between those 2 hours, you'll have so many different groups just come in and shut down, have a cup of tea, have a cake, and go their own way. Yeah, and that's it. And guess what? After that will be the first week. Then the second week, the same people coming back for the final meeting.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So that's when I engage. I say, "Hi, assalamu alaikum. You know, how are you guys doing? You know." Then I get the little thing, more information on it. So I started studying a little bit. You know, how our people organize this kind of stuff. Then I came across 2 lovely brothers, very nice brothers, and we chatted. They're customers of mine as well, and they came across this project, you know, matrimony, bringing that project together, and they were giving me ideas, and they asked me, "Sure, can we use your place? You know, let's trial it." And they saw this as well going on. You know, it's been a year now, and people are still coming and going.
What kind of people sort of were using that service? Like, was it a variety of people, or was there like a trend?
We had going to the first one, there wasn't a big turnout.
Okay.
And the way we did it was we put an age gap on it first.
Okay.
So we started with the 30s to 35s, and the ladies as well, and the men's will be similar. So we started with a very low age to see what kind of people we attract. Okay. And first one was not very successful, I have to say. We had few people didn't show up. Okay. But people did register. So what we had in mind was have 20 ladies register, 20 men register.
20 ladies and 10 men.
Yeah.
Joking.
Yes. So you just took it away from me. I was going to say that. So we had more ladies turn up than men.
Okay.
On the first one. And that was quite surprising. We didn't understand why the men didn't turn up.
Okay.
They paid the fee and everything, and we're ready for them. So everything was set. Let's see.
They chickened out last minute.
I think that's the word.
That's what it is. They chickened out. Brave ladies, they've gone.
I was upset. I was really upset the men didn't turn up. But alhamdulillah, ladies were there, and we had few successful one-on-one. You know, out of the session, we had 1 or 2 good successful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
brilliant.
so we started slowly and build it ourselves up. Then, Ramadan came, so we had to stop. And then after Ramadan, then again, ready for the summer, and that's when the second one was quite good one.
What are people looking for in marriages then? From obviously you're running this service. What did you come across? What is it that they're after?
The right partner.
What's the right partner?
That's a million questions.
What is the right partner? There must be a trend, what people are looking for.
Alhamdulillah, I have to say, the people that were coming in, they were very intelligent. They knew where they're going in life. And same time, I think they just want someone to share it with. And that's where I think they've been unlucky. And same way, I think men are more going into businesses, having that secure lifestyle, going after that before they want to get married. So with the ladies, they want to find that person, settle down, and begin their journey. And there's a big gap where the ladies are thinking and the men's are thinking. It's a big gap. And this is where I think it's going to be hard to bring those two together.
Because now people are getting married later and later, and a lot of people have been looking for a long time, and they just can't come across the right partner. Like, I don't get it, but I mean, you're in the field, so you should know what's going on.
I mean, there's more ladies than men.
Okay.
Statistically, there's more ladies than men.
Okay.
And this is where I think it's hard for men to. There's too many.
But they have more options if there's more women.
They have more options, but like I said to you, they're looking for the secure lifestyle.
The men are looking for secure.
The men are looking for the secure lifestyle.
Not the women.
I don't think the women.
Why are women looking for the security and the men are?
I think men are looking for the security, mainly financial wise, to be secure.
Okay.
You know, they want to be.
I have to grill you on this. We're going on a short break. So after the break, we're going to continue this.
Right.
Dear viewers, we're going on a very short break. Our conversation has become quite interesting now, and I'm going to grill him after the, after the break. So please stay with us, and we will continue our discussions on marriage or matrimonial services. So please stay with us and see you soon. এখন খাইতে ফিটা Dear viewers, welcome back to Family Focus, where today's topic is about growing up in East London. And today I have with me our guest, Shah Kalambai, who is an entrepreneur and he's got, successful businesses. And he was giving us sort of background on how he grew up, how he became successful. And we were on a very juicy topic, which was about the matrimonial services that he briefly was running. And we're going to go back to that because if you were watching before the break, you know that I was just getting started on grilling him, so I'm going to continue with that.
Go easy, Amina.
I am going easy on you. So, going back to our discussions, what are people looking for? What's the right person?
Well, right person, is there one?
Is there one?
Is there one?
I don't think there is. There's no such thing as perfect. Unless you're perfect, you can't find perfect.
No one's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. But the most important thing, I think, is the values. If an individual has the values of what they want in life and approaches that in a very clear-minded way, then you can see success. But and you know and I know there's a lot of stoppages in life.
There is. So we were talking about, like, while we were on break, we had a really juicy conversation there. It's unfortunate that our audience couldn't see that. But women now, they're getting married a lot later. Why? What's your...
I think they're more into being secure. Financially secure.
Okay.
And not only that, career-minded. And also, they do have responsibilities. And I think they are more into how are they going to present themselves to someone. So like you going back to where you said financial plays a big part. And in this time of the world, you know, it does for ladies and men. So I think it's got to be headway in a way that we got to see someone's got to step up, if it's either the ladies or the man. And I think ladies have taken a big challenge on looking at other stuff differently to men.
So what is a man looking for? So why are men getting married later?
But I think education plays a big part.
Okay.
They are going into higher education and being more successful when they have finished this education.
Then why is it so difficult? If men and women are both getting married late, why are they finding it difficult? Surely if they're at the same age, they get together and they carry on with life, no?
This is the reason why I started doing matrimony, finding more answers to it. As giving them the opportunity, opening the door, you know, but some men are not that strong enough to come through the door, but some men are. But what I found out is, I think men leave it too late.
Okay.
Probably because learning about the past experiences in their family or even their friends had, that put
People
them
are scared.
Scared.
Yeah.
You know, you hear so many stories.
Do you think they're right to be scared?
Well,
Now
only
I'm gonna
Allah
get you
knows.
beats from home. Do you think people are right to be scared?
Well, we have to be in this life. You have to be. Well, if you're not
Scared of marriage?
Not marriage. I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta tackle the situation that's in front of you, and if you don't tackle it, you ain't gonna know.
So in your services, the matrimonial services, did you have a lot of people that were looked down upon because of their past? Maybe they're divorcees, maybe they got children, they've been married before and they come back to get married again.
I think it's more open-minded.
You think it's open-minded?
It's more talked about.
Okay.
It's more talked about. I mean, in my dessert place, Sweet Cafe, you know, I have a lot of people come in who are single mothers and also families who are just recently started a family, and you see the changes on every individual, how they're doing. You know, when I go to the table and then I see a mother and two kids, you know, end of the day, I'd say, how you doing? You know, not start talking, where's the other half? You know, you get that kind of feeling when you see them one or two times, and when you start talking to them, you see the sadness of it. I would say more than happy,
Are those people able to find a partner again and marriage again?
This is the thing. I mean, I personally think when a marriage is broken, it's very hard to understand for both sides what they're going through. And I think I see more pain on the ladies than men, because they're carrying a
more
lot
emotional baggage.
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly. So and not only that, they have children sometimes as well left behind, and that's the sad thing about it. And who gets hurt? The children.
Yeah, ultimately
is the children, and it's very difficult for the mother to get back into society and look for that special person.
So what are these youngsters or supposedly unmarried men looking for in women, you know, now? I know back in the days, all they wanted is, as long as she's educated to a certain degree, fine. As long as she looks good, fine. As long as she's from a good family, also fine. That was it. That was the criteria.
That was the CV.
That was the CV then. So what is it that men and their families are looking for now?
I think there's not enough families getting involved.
But a lot of families do, don't they?
Well, I think personally what I've seen and I've heard is more people want that separate life now.
Okay.
When they get married. You know, it's not about living together with the family. It's about our space, our time. And, you know, we're going to create that same time, have that family bonding. And I think people are moving away from the culture. Culture played a big part in my lifetime. And that helped me a lot as well. You know, I don't know about everybody else, but culture played a big part on how you look at a marriage. And now I think people are moving away individually, making things as they go along, in a sense where, how are we going to make this work?
Right.
If the family gets involved, sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative.
Most of the time it's negative.
Okay, but I'm putting both out there. I don't want to be the...
You don't want to get beat.
Yeah, I don't want to get beat.
No, most of the time, I think obviously it's down to the individuals to sort out their, you know, difficulties or their challenges. But when family gets involved, they create more problems. They put more things in people's heads that wasn't there in the first place. So suddenly they think, oh yeah, what's that about? You know, but they haven't seen it all this time. So from your services, then, have we had loads of successful stories, or?
Well, the second one was very good. I mean, we had two that went, you know, straight away.
They went.
Yeah, they
haven't come back with, you know, looking for another husband or wife.
I mean, the way it works is we get them together and we leave them to it, and see them grow, basically. And alhamdulillah, they've been together still, and they're, you know, getting married soon. So inshallah, there is success stories.
Yeah.
But the difficult part on that I found is people engaging. You know, coming forward.
Yeah.
You know, we men talk so much, but do we do what we say? Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the difficult part.
A lot of people have said to me that are in that sort of scene, said that, you know, sometimes you sit in there and they don't know how to talk to you.
Yeah.
Like they don't have the people skills. So
freeze.
how would you get to know?
I mean, I'll give a good example. You know, one in my shop, you know, we call it dekhadeki, I think, yeah. So one afternoon, family came in, and that lady saw 5 daman in one afternoon.
Oh wow! Okay, so it's like a shop for window shopping.
Window shopping. So I was like, how is that possible? Even my staff were saying, how is that possible?
Oh my days!
You know, that was like out of the blue.
But doesn't that confuse people more, because you're seeing
so
many in one go? It's like when I go to buy clothes, like I'd get confused if I see too many. Which one do I want?
Well, she was sitting down with a laptop, gave them questionnaire, they were filling in and talking.
So formally done.
Of course, formally done.
Oh my God!
That was the first time I saw that. Like I said, technology has gone so far.
Yeah.
I don't think that there is a, you know, conversation.
Wow.
Everything's on a piece of paper and you have to answer that. It's like a questionnaire.
You're going to an interview.
Yeah, yes or no.
Pre-interview.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I mean, I suppose sometimes, those things can count and they make a difference, but that human interaction isn't there.
It's gone away.
And then a lot of these
gone
marriages,
away.
what's happening is within a month, 6 months, they're breaking down because
Of course.
to start off with, there was no click. Yes, on paper, you looked good.
Everything looks good on paper, but afterwards, it's a different story.
Yeah.
And that's where I think the interactions goes away.
Away.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think people just keep it to basics.
Yeah.
They're doing too much.
They're doing too much.
They're thinking too much.
They're complicating
They're
it.
complicating things as well.
Well, thank you so much for coming on my
No
show today
problem. Thank you very
and
much.
giving us so much insight. We got to the nice and juicy bits that I was going to grill you on, but I didn't want you to go home.
Thank you very much.
Without getting any beats. So we're going to end the show here today. Thank you for bringing your experience, your knowledge. We'll have you back as well,
Inshallah.
for some future episodes.
Thank you for asking me to come. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Dear viewers, it is the end of our show today. Thank you for being with us, and we will be back in 2 weeks' time with a new episode, a new guest and a new topic. So please stay with us and see you soon.